Is Liam Ryan's mark, was that more courageous than your mark on the wing?
I think it was probably. He had to probably go an extra 20 or 30 metres than I had to. And he was going back into a big pack of Jack Darling and a couple of others. So, yeah, he definitely gets the points over me for sure.
So you would have appreciated that, wouldn't you? You would have thought, gee, I know what that's like, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I'm probably a little bit heavier than Liam, so someone 70 kilos going back into a pack like that's pretty brave from him, absolutely.
Oscar, do you call yourself a forward, a ruckman, or a forward ruckman these days?
I just call myself a football player. I think I'm willing to play wherever. I think I've shown this year that wherever Simo puts me, I'm more than happy to play. So yeah, I don't know what I'll be in the long term, but at the moment I'm just a forward, I think.
So how have you found that sort of like backup ruck role since Nick's gone out?
Yeah, it's good fun. It's obviously challenging, probably a little bit undersized, but it's given me a great opportunity to play around the ball and probably gets myself involved in the game a little bit more. Obviously, sometimes as a deep forward, there can be periods of the game where you're not involved, and me staying around the ball is keeping me engaged in the game, and I'm really enjoying it.
What games have been most challenging, you think?
Probably that game against Melbourne, against Gawn and Bruce, was a pretty challenging one. They've both got probably 20 centimetres and 25 kilos on me, so that was a big challenge, but every game at AFL level is a huge challenge, and I'm still learning a lot, so every week I'm picking up something which I can take forward for the next week.
And obviously, everyone hopes that Nick gets back for the finals, but if he doesn't, do you feel like you're capable of playing that role in big games, in big finals, against people like Brody Grundy, that ilk of ruckman?
Yeah, obviously we want Nick back, and we've got Vars playing some really good footy in the waffle level, but in the end it's not really my call. Whatever Simo wants the team to do, and obviously different teams have different matchups in terms of their ruckman. They might have two ruckmen that are bigger, and we might need a different look, I suppose, but it's still a week-to-week process, and we're just working through what we can.
How taxing is it going into ruck? How taxing on the body is it?
Yeah, definitely a little bit sore come Monday morning, but it's the same as playing any position. I think when you're playing any key position, it's very similar, I think, to a marking contest. Every hit out, except it happens every 30 or 40 seconds if there's a couple of stoppages. But as I said, it's enjoyable, and I'm loving the opportunity.
I guess the difference with you is you're coming up against blokes who are bigger, 20 kilos heavier and 10 centimetres taller. So is it taking more of a toll on you rather than, say, a Tom Hickey or something like that?
I don't know. All the ruckmen tell me they're pretty sore every Monday morning as well. But I've got to give Hick a lot of credit. He spends a majority of the time in the ruck, and really I'm just only pitch hitting for a period of time. So I respect what he does for the team highly, and I think everyone in the side, he's earned everyone's respect, and I hope he's earned everyone watching their respect as well.
Jeremy McGovern said earlier this year he thought you were actually better in the back line. That was your more natural position. Where do you feel the most natural as a footballer?
I think this year I've probably in the forward line, just in terms of I've spent more time there and I've learnt more underneath JK and Jack Darling, I suppose. But I think being able to play back is one of my strengths, and I enjoy playing down back. We've got a really good structure down there, so wherever Simo or the coaching staff require me, I'm more than happy to play in either role.
What was your first thought when Adam or one of the other coaches told you pre-season we think you were a ruck option and we're going to start training you for that?
I suppose just took it in my stride. I played a little bit of that role at Colts footy, so I've had a little bit of experience. Obviously, it's a huge step up from Colts footy to AFL level, but they gave me a long time in the pre-season to process it and to put some plans into action. I don't think I started rucking until maybe round 6 or 7 against Geelong, so it wasn't like they sprung it on me and the next day I was having to ruck at AFL level. And they are realistic of what they expect from me. They just want me to go in there and have a serious crack, and I think that's what I do week in, week out.
What's your assessment as to why the Eagles took you at the time? Because you've had such a brilliant start to your career, and I think you were picked even before guys like Tim Kelly and that who are having great years as well, a couple of years. What do you think they saw in you that made them say, we're going to get this kid?
I suppose it's not a question to ask me, but I think my versatility is probably one of my strengths, just an ability to play a couple of different roles. Obviously, I'm a young key forward or key position player, and I've got a lot of development to go and a lot of things in areas of my game I need to improve upon. But I think the way I play, I just go out there and try as hard as I can. And I think that's something that the club maybe saw and thought they'd like that in me.
Were they lining you up to replace Josh Kennedy down the track? Do you think that was part of it?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Obviously, we want JK to be here as long as possible. Me in particular, he's a terrific player, and we saw last week against North Melbourne just how great he is. He's done it for a long period of time, so I want him to stay around for as long as possible so I can learn as much off him as I can.
How hot is competition for spots in that forward line? You've got JK, you've got Jack, you've got yourself. Jake Waterman's only just gotten back in, he's had to fight for every game he's played. And Jared Brander has barely got a look in. It's fairly stiff competition.
Absolutely. I think that's when the team's probably reached their straps, I suppose, when there's a really tough competition for spots. Jake's been terrific this year in the waffle level. He's probably been the best waffle forward by a long stretch. And then obviously Jared's got immense talent as well. So I'm just trying to play my best every week, and I know I'm a week-by-week proposition. I just want to try to play as best footy as I can, and I'm just enjoying and loving every moment playing AFL footy.
What were your memories of last year's grand final? Because you were an emergency, right?
Yeah.
What was it like for you watching, knowing that maybe you could have been part of it?
Yeah, it was obviously very nerve-wracking, waiting for Gov to come up, which he did thankfully, and he played terrific. It was obviously a pretty whirlwind week, I suppose. Everything goes very quickly, and I just love the experience, being able to hang out with the guys and see what they go through, and take things off them. I mean, they're mature, experienced players, and it was terrific to be a part of it and to be in the grandstand and watch the boys get the job done.
Was there a time in that week where you thought, I'm probably going to play? Because at one point it looked really doubtful.
Yeah, I suppose so. I wasn't really sure how sore Gov was. He's a pretty tough character, and he keeps his cards close to his chest. I'm sure you guys will agree with me on that one. But yeah, I suppose probably in the middle of the week I thought there was a possibility of it, but I was just preparing as if I was going to play. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. If there was a chance that I was going to play, I wanted to prepare as well as I could. But as I said, thankfully Gov got up, and yeah, the rest is history, I suppose.
And what's it like for you now this year, knowing that you're a pretty integral part of the squad now, and if you guys do go that far, that you will be there?
Yeah, obviously that's a long way in the future. We're just focused on this week. Adelaide are a quality side, and we know we're going to have to be 100% attentive into what they can bring to the table this weekend. As I said, I'm still week by week, and I just want to play as best footy as I can, help the team out. I just love every game of AFL footy, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it. Absolutely.
It's true, last year you were scouting the Collingwood forwards, weren't you, in the lead up to the game? You're doing everything as if you were playing. And then the Gov, he didn't let you off the hook till what? Was it the morning of the game or lunchtime or something? Yeah,
I think after the parade, the backline coach Daniel Pratt brought me in and was showing me some of Mason Cox's clips, and that's probably the moment I thought, it's pretty nerve-wracking, it's pretty touch and go here. But yeah, I prepared as if I was going to play. And then, yeah, as I said, the breakfast of the day, I had a look at him, I said, just please tell me what's happening. I like to have a bit of heads up, and yeah, he said he was fine to go, and yeah, he played very well.
Did he realise that he was keeping you on the hook, or was he just leaving for the last minute, or what was he doing?
Oh, I think there were probably other people that were bigger priorities than me going into that week, getting him right, and I think Simo would have been more important to tell if he was playing rather than myself. But yeah, I'm not sure. We just did everything we could to get Gov up, and yeah, got up and played well.
Just a funny one. So Dom Sheed reckons that all his mates, every time Cripsy plays well, his mates rip into him about how they didn't take Crips, and giving him his stats and that sort of stuff, even though he won a grand final. Do you cop anything like that about Tim Kelly now that he's a superstar as well?
I don't actually. Now that you've brought it up, a couple of my friends probably will catch on to it and start saying it. But yeah, Tim's a terrific player, and I went to the combine with him and spent a bit of time with him and got to know him as a person before he was drafted, and he's a lovely man, and yeah, really happy for the successes he's had so far. So
you were at the combine with him. Were you surprised that he didn't get drafted all those times?
To be honest, I can't really remember or recall watching that much waffle footy. I was playing Colts footy and at school, and I wasn't keeping really close tabs on it, but I think we've all seen what a quality player he is, and I think it's a really great testament to see modern day footy, how mature age players can get drafted and have an immediate impact straight away.